Ready?
And now you've got yourself something
Ring.
funky.
Got it. So we're going to start by saying this is a military grade scope for $299, which you're not going to find anything like that on the market. This is one of the, when I was trying to build a budget-friendly setup, okay, I was looking at all the scopes and I realized that the glass is probably one of the most important things, and that's where you want to spend your money on, but I still didn't want to spend that much money, okay, I wanted to build something on the cheap, and for the most part, cheap sucks. And for the most part, cheap is not good, except for the SWFA 10x scope here, because what they've done is they had a military contract with the Navy to make these scopes. They've gone through ridiculous amount of testing, and there's reviews out there. I watched Tibesaurus Rex, whatever his name is, and he was basically the reason why I got this scope. He had done a great review talking about how durable this thing was. It was Mil-Spec, designed for, and the Navy had a contract, and they charged, I think, $900 for each scope. But they kept it when they released it to the civilian market. They kept it at $299, and that was like over 10 years ago. So this is seriously one of the best steals you can get. Going into it, one of the reasons why I bought it was because it was so durable, because it was $299. I mean, there's better scopes out there that you'll find, yes, but you're going to be spending a lot more. I mean, a couple $100 more. So that's one of the main reasons why I got this thing. It's tough as shit, and it's going to do the job, and it did. It did. So when I got this scope, I was super excited about it, and I could just tell. You ever hold something and it just feels like quality? Well, that's what it was. And then I took it out. I mounted it with Talley rings, which are probably a bit high. I think they were medium, and I'd probably put them a bit lower if I could. But I got these rings. They were used, but they were probably like blemished. You know, someone probably returned them because they would look brand new when I got them. And I just mounted it on there, and I used this scope to get out to. I brought it to down in Virginia, and we were shooting out to 1,135 yards with a 5.56. The 10x power is probably one of the best all around. If you're gonna get a fixed power scope, because once you get into adjustable power scopes, you run into just the more complexity there is, the more things can go wrong. I'm not saying it will go wrong, and SWFA makes a really nice adjustable. I think it's a 5 to 15 or 3 to 15, which I probably will pick up. But it's a first focal plane scope, so you have to. Yeah, they get expensive. You know, you're not gonna find anything like that for $300. So getting into this, the 10x power. A lot of people, you know, you read online, oh, you need a 20 power scope. You're shooting 1,000 yards. You need a 25. I have a 25 power scope. That's friggin' great. But you're not going to be able to acquire targets. Like if you're trying to find a target at 300 or 400 yards and you have a 25 power scope, you're not going to find it. Your field of view is so small because you're so powered in. Believe me, the 10 power scope, I could easily see targets at 1,000 yards, at 1,100 yards. That's not a problem, and you're not going to run into that problem. I would even throw a 10x on a 308. I would probably use a 10 or 12x. Okay, I just got a 6.5 Creedmoor, which I'm probably going to throw. I'm probably going to get the adjustable that can go up to 15 power. But you don't need more. If you have a 223, you don't need more, or a 308, and you're shooting it with 1,000 yards and in. 10x works. It works just fine. Don't think that you have to go super high in magnification, because if you're going to use it for hunting as well, and you're probably not shooting 1,000 yards going hunting. I mean, it's more likely 200 to 300 yards tops, if that. Right? So you're not going to see shit. You won't see anything if you have a super high powered scope. You just won't. But that being said, this is a great scope, and for the quality that you're getting for the price is ridiculous. You just won't find it with any other scope. you just won't. I've got another SWFA scope, the 1-4x, for an AR build that I did, and it's just superb quality. Everything about it is fantastic. Could you get a better quality scope? Could you find something with better glass? Sure, you could. You're probably going to be spending $1,000. You can do it. Some people do. They're like, oh, I got this, and it works. Both work. If you want to spend a little less and get a really solid quality scope, the SWFA SS is the best on the market right now for any 10x, or actually most of their scopes are just the best deals you can get for their price. So we're going to jump into the specs on it. Again, this was $299. It has a MRAD, which is a mil-dot reticle, and mil turrets, which you want to have that combination, because if you have, some people have, they'll get a mil reticle and they'll have MOA adjustments, so now when you're trying to figure out range estimations, things like that, it gets kind of dicey. You want to keep it, if you have an MOA reticle, use MOA turrets. If you have a mil-dot, use a mil-dot turrets. It just makes life a lot easier. And both work. I prefer the mil-dot. I just like it. So let's get into the specs of this bad boy. All right, we have a 10x powered scope. So it is a fixed 10 power scope, and both turrets, elevation and windage, are very precise using the mil adjustments. And as you can hear, very audible clicks, very precise to the 10th of a mil. Same thing on the. So you feel every single adjustment you make. You're not. Sometimes you'll have a turret that's kind of sluggish, or you can't really feel it, or you move over one or two, but it doesn't feel like one or two. It feels like it's not precise. You can't have that if you're getting into into very accurate adjustments, and specific adjustments. You need a turret that's going to actually work. So you can see on these turrets, it tells you which way, if you're turning it, which way the bullet impact is going to go. If I'm turning it to the right, this way, bullet impact is going to the right. So if I need to go left, I bring it this way. Okay, very, very simple. On the elevation, same thing. It's up, impact up. So you want the impact to go up, you're turning this way. Okay, if you want to go down, you're going the other way. So it's very intuitive, very, very easy. So if I'm adjusting for elevation here, the cool thing is that you can just keep cranking it, right? If I want to go up, and you see the numbers on the bottom, right now I'm at, if I come all the way one full rotation, that's 5 mils. Okay, from that point you start looking at the top number. Now on the top number it's 5.5, 6, 6.5. You're going all the way up. Now we're at 10. Okay, we can keep going up. Another 5, bring it all the way back to 0. That's 15. Bring in another 5, and we're cranking out almost around 19.5 mils of elevation. With this scope and with a 20 MOA mount, you'll be able to get up, and that's not a problem. And then on the scope you actually have holdovers. So because it's, bring it back down. I'm not sure if you can really see the reticle. It's hard to see in the camera, but what you're looking at is the MRAD reticle, which I really like, and you can use for range estimation as well as to see. You can actually size up targets with it based on using the measurement systems in here, and you have to use a calculation for that. But you can do it, and what's nice is instead of the traditional mil dots, you don't have big dots, marking each measurement, each mil. You have either lines or a triangle type or diamond shape that's clear in the middle, so you can get on targets, and that dot isn't obscuring your target. If if the target's looking pretty small from farther away, that dot isn't going to obscure it and kind of cover up that target. You're still able to see the target, which I like using this. Plus, when you go down, you can use a holdover, and I think there's about, what, 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 mils of holdover you can use if you're looking at that bottom line. Okay, so it's a pretty nice, it's a very nice reticle that I really like, and very easy to use. So if you want to get a scope that will take you out far, if you're just getting into shooting, and even if, listen, if you're going to be buying several rifles, glass starts to cost. It starts to add up. Okay, so I would stick with SWFA. I am sticking with them. For my next build, my 6.5 Creedmoor build, I'm going to be putting on SWFA, the adjustable, I think 5 to 15 or 3 to 15, whatever it is. But you're going to save money, and honestly, you're going to be spending, if you want to get the same quality, be spending $1,000. So there's, or more. So there's really, for the quality that you're getting Mil-Spec quality at a ridiculous price. If you're thinking about it, you're on the fence, get one. Get one, because they're a great deal. I mean, I was thinking about picking up another one just to have, just because the quality that you're getting for $299 is ridiculous. I haven't seen anything else like it. So that's my review. If you like it, great. If you don't, hate on me in the comments below. Thanks.
8 clicks to the right. So loosen that windage turret.
All right.
Just loosen
I'm
it.
ready.
8 clicks.
Ready. This one?
Yes.
So I go.
Loosen it.
Yeah, center mount.
Ruger. Hey. That's my Ruger.